In this enlightening session, we are honored to have Prash Trivedi, a world renowned Vedic scholar and an authoritative figure in Vedic astrology, whose profound insights have been shared through his seminal works, including the book on 27 Nakshatras, Sun, the cosmic powerhouse, and the Rahu Ketu experience. Known for his emphasis on returning to the roots, basics, and adopting a fresh perspective towards knowledge, Trivedi Ji guides us through the foundational practices essential for delving into any advanced body of knowledge, particularly Vedic astrology. He underscores the importance of centering and grounding the body, articulating from the center of the mouth, and leading a sattvic lifestyle as prerequisites to studying these complex systems. In our session, we venture into the origins of numbers, exploring the fascinating world of digital sums and their harmonic progressions. This journey unveils intriguing patterns upon which Prash Trivedi Ji provides his invaluable observations, shedding light on the subtle intricacies of numbers and their cosmic significance. Join us as we express our heartfelt gratitude to Prash Sir for his precious time and encouragement, inviting you to explore the depth of numbers and their harmonious relationships in the universe. So, you're
Yes.
able to see the screen?
Yes.
I have used a simple technique here. Just multiply the number with all the numbers till 18 and then
Yeah.
just do a sum of digits, digital sum.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I just basically made the graph. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it falls down to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it falls down to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 falls down to 1.
Right.
Interestingly, when I do it with the 8 number, the same thing happens, but exactly in reverse order. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. Like
Right.
this. At each level, if you just see, so you just take the 1 and 8, it makes up 9.
Yes.
2, 7, 9, 3, 6, 9, 4, 5, 9, like that, it keeps on happening. So, somewhere, one thing is very clear, 9 number is the point of stability,
Yeah.
the point of equilibrium.
Yeah.
Now, so in this, so now 1 is an opposite of 8. So, this is a pair, it's a duality. So, we can clearly see that there is duality here in 1 and
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. The opposite that things are coming, graphs are coming.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
a mirror. It's a mirror.
Mirror.
So if we see, so here only one sets are created. So one set is created, and how many times the divine is repeating is twice. So you can see 9 repeats 2 times here, here 2 times. So divine repetitions are 2.
Yeah, that's why they say 108 malas, like with zero, you put between 1 and 8, then you get that 108. That's the reason.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
interestingly, so if you just see, so up, so this is an upward number. So you'll see number one, you have 9 upwards, 1 downfall.
Yeah.
In 8, you have 9 downwards and 1 up fall,
Yeah. Yeah.
upward. So, like that. And so, I'm just calling it a chronological pair because things are moving in chronology, step by step, incremental. So, the effect is a sequential incremental effect. So, that is the nature of this number. This is a sequential decremental effect. So, that's the nature of this number.
Yeah.
Okay, and so this is how the characters are. I took one for the Hindi one, and this one for the English, and this one for the Arabic.
Okay.
I'm just coming to the next one. Now, this is interesting. This is 2 and 7, the only prime pair. So, 2 is a prime number, and 7 is a prime number.
Right.
Now, if you do the same operations here, you'll find a set of 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7. And
9. Yeah.
point 9 number is the stability point. So we'll not take that into the group. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7. So here we're getting an upward odd even effect.
Yeah.
Upward odd even effect. So this is the effect that we are getting here. And here we are getting an exact opposite, a downward odd even effect.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, mirror. and 1 2, like, yeah.
Again mirror. But it is the only prime pair, and that's the interesting thing. Out of all the pairs, this is the only pair where both are prime, and nakshatra system is also about 27 nakshatras,
27 nakshatras, yeah.
and both are prime numbers.
Yes.
So in this one, only one is prime, it is not prime.
Yeah.
Here, 2 and 7 both are prime. So here you are upward 4 movement, downward 1 fall, upward 5 movements, downward 1 fall. The opposite is here.
Yes.
In 3, 6, and 3 and 6, the stability pair, but I'm calling it simplistic. I just felt it, so I wrote it. So
Yeah.
what is happening here is 3, 6, point of stability, 3, 6, point of stability, 3, 6, point of stability, 3, 6, point of stability.
Yeah.
And you can see 3 to 6 movement, 6 to 9 movement, and 9 to 3. So this
Yeah.
is moving in this cycle, according to whatever I've placed here. And 6 is exactly opposite direction. The direction is getting changed here.
Yeah.
6 3, point of stability, 6 3, point of stability, like that it is
Yeah.
basically happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Only the direction is changing. 3 6 9 or 9 6 6
Yeah,
3. That's all.
yeah. And somewhere it is very clear that the sign is so pure, so
Yeah.
stable, the troughs and crests are so smooth, and so that is probably the reason why this three-phase system has been such a big success.
Yeah.
And here, very interesting, the Devanagari has got it quite right. The shapes, you can see they're exact mirrors.
3 and
In
6. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have not seen that in this case, like 2 and 7 or 1 and 8.
Yeah.
I did not see it there, but in 3 and 6, I saw that.
Yes.
This is quite visible.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
Because
now I'm
maybe,
coming to
and it's also
um,
clear with 3 and 6, because 3 6 9 is so clear, like it's the same. And
correct,
they considered the same, like, number series. Even by Tesla said 3 6 9 are the same.
correct, sir.
Yeah. 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 So,
All the numbers on the left, like 1, 2, 3, all are upwards. You can see
yeah.
upwards, huh?
Yeah.
But suddenly 4 goes downwards,
Yeah.
and 5 is upwards. 5 is upwards.
Yeah.
This is the number 1. This is having two divine reps. This is the number 2. This is having two divine reps. This is the number 3. It is having four divine reps. One, 2, 3, 4. So the
Yeah.
number 9 is repeating so many times in number 3.
Yeah.
There is connection with the divine. We are not able to see the effects of 1, 2, and 4 and 5, and in fact 7 and 8 also. So in that sense, it is isolated also.
Yeah.
Oh, so 4 and 5. I called it the complex high frequency pair because the frequency is very high, like 4 8, 3 7, 2 6, 1 5. So the frequency is very high here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
similarly here, the frequency is very high.
Yes.
And they're mirrors.
And we have 4 units in the 1 2 3 4, like two odd numbers, two even numbers coming at the bottom, like, which are four
Two odd
numbers.
numbers, two even. Two odd, two even. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I did not observe that. Right.
So four are repeating. Four are repeating in four, basically. Four. 4 3 2
Uh,
1. 4 3 2 1. 4 3 2 1. Like 1 2 3 4 1 2
yeah,
3 4.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. And 9 is stable, 0 is stable. 9 is divine. But when we start dividing all the numbers, we find that even 9 will lead to randomized numbers if you start dividing.
Yeah.
But 0 is something that can be divided. 0 is ultimate divine.
It's more source. Source. We can call it source.
So as we see natural numbers and
Yeah.
whole numbers, something which is completing the thing, like
Yeah.
from there is an ultimate source of energy from where things are getting created.
Yeah. So
And
zero is like a that thing from which the things are coming. One is coming. Like they're just
yes,
originating. The origin. The zero is the origin, basically.
yeah, so shunya samadhi जो कहा जाता है, so ultimate divine.
9
Yeah.
is completion in activity, and that
Hmm.
is zero is like that thing, source, like complete merger into source, like. So,
Correct. This is the final picture after doing this analysis. So we can see there is an ultimate divine source
yeah.
and there is a divine source. This is divine. This is
Yeah.
this is
Prakriti.
ultimate divine.
Purush Prakriti, yeah, 0 9, yeah. That's
And there is duality here, duality, 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 duality.
yeah,
The biggest thing that I've learned from you is to have a very fresh approach towards things. So
yeah,
now I just want to say how we can approach all the numerology through this.
yeah. I mean, numerologically, they are connected anyways. All these
Correct.
energies,
Hmm.
like, and they're
Correct.
complementary energies. You know,
Hmm.
so like yeah, and like if
So
you look at 1 and 8, right?
correct.
Mars is there in both signs are ruled by Mars.
Correct.
Aries, Scorpio, right? Taurus,
Two
Libra,
and
both
seven
ruled
Libra,
by Venus,
Venus.
right? 3 6,
Beautiful.
3 6 ruled by Mercury,
Mercury. Wow. Correct.
right?
And
And
four
4 and 5
is
are Sun and Moon. Okay,
Moon and Sun.
Sun and Moon, the pair. Okay, which are a pair anyways. Sun and Moon are a pair.
Correct. Correct. They are
Yeah,
pair, right? Beautiful.
right. So you can see the whole thing is that thing unfolding very,
Beautiful,
very,
sir.
yeah,
Hmm.
simply like that. How this is. So, so if you're going from Mars origination
Hmm.
to Venus out here, which is the next degree of it, which is like sort of sustenance, sort of
Hmm.
that thing.
Hmm.
So like uh, where like materiality is happening. Like something is stable into
Hmm.
oneself, where the game happens, and then 3 6 is like the observation on it, Mercury.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, and then 4 5 is like a final that thing, you know,
Very interesting.
outcome, like
Hmm.
you know either way what the final
Hmm.
outcome is. So there is a pattern
Hmm.
even in this
And
going
what
on.
about chakras? Can you try to map chakras to this?
I mean, for example, like I mean, that is lunar and solar channel is running anyways.
Yeah, Ida Pingla हो गया हाँ
Graphical
बिल्कुल
is running anyways. Okay,
right.
if we go by that thing, 1 8 out here is the that thing, like the beginning, Muladhar. Okay,
Okay, okay, Mooladhar.
okay, starting point,
This is
Muladhar.
Swatisthana,
Yeah, then Swadhisthana and then Manipur. Okay,
Manipur. Sir, if you see another pattern here,
yeah,
upward, 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 downward,
yeah,
downward, 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 upward. So what is happening is that this is seeming to be a point of intersection, like something between the eyes,
yeah,
where both the nadis are getting the Pingla and the Ida are merging together.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
and this is Sushumna. So Sushumna is nine. Huh?
yeah, yeah. So the 9 will be the merger point of the two.
Yeah,
The sun.
yeah.
9 will be the merger point of the two.
Mhm.
So this is happening like so Swadhisthana and Manipur. Okay, so these are the
Mhm.
three that things which are happening here. You know, and then heart comes sun and moon. Also heart, right? Like heart is on this
Sun
side.
and moon.
Yeah,
Not the Mercury, because I think they associate Mercury with the
yeah. No,
head.
but like I'm just saying by this system. I mean,
Okay.
first, like I mean, what are the signs which rule heart? Chest area, fourth sign and the fifth sign.
Uh, fourth and the fifth, right?
Yeah, so that's heart, right? Like so
Mm.
that you have to put this as heart here.
Mm.
Okay, okay, sun and moon.
This one will be heart chakra. Mm.
Okay, so after that, Vishuddhi and above, okay,
Mm.
are coming under this third eye. Vishuddhi, third eye, all of that is
Mm.
more union in this here.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
Or could it be possible that, for example, this is like the moon, sorry, Mooladhara, Swatisthana, Manipur, or Hriday Chakra,
yeah.
and then this becomes the Kant.
I mean, Kant is I think above these. I think at that
No,
thing
we are
you're
going from
already
down to up, right?
because you're
This
in
will be
ether
up.
already because Vani Vakya is ether. Okay,
Okay.
ether element. So we are coming out of this. Okay, so in this system. Okay, because I
Uh,
think by heart it is over. And the Manipur 3 6 makes sense as well because Vishnu in green form is shown in
mm,
Manipur, right? Like,
mm,
like Buddhi,
mm,
which you have to apply in that. area basically, which is
Mm,
that.
mm,
So this is very clear in 4 5, and because throat itself is like a Vani is like, word makes the world, so it's a
mm,
different
mm,
thing. And the
mm.
third eye and the third, those three are then zero will be the that thing, Sahasrar.
Correct. Zero will be Sahasrara.
There's a
Yes.
nine. This is nine is got the Vishuddhi and that
Agya
thing.
Chakra.
Vishu
No,
and Agya.
Agya Chakra, Agya will be nine, right?
Yeah, Vishuddhi and Agya both nine.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
I think this system is showing that there is some merger between the two nadis
Yes,
at
yes, yes, yes.
Vishuddhi also, and then they go again at Yagna like that. Yeah. So this is sort of a grid, like which you know,
Mm,
so which will show us that, like, when they show this the nadis going and they intersect only
mm,
at the third eye.
mm.
But this is showing that it doesn't interact at the third eye only. It intersects here first
Okay.
on the throat, and then they go again on the sides and
Mm,
intersect again
mm,
at the Agya. So there are two
mm,
intersections
mm.
of Ida and Pingala, not one.
One at the heart and the other at
No, no,
the
one at
Agya.
the throat,
Oh, throat, sorry. Huh. Not at the heart.
and
Huh.
and now human body is like that also. I mean, how can nadis
Mm.
keep on going side by side? Throat is so too small. They
Yeah.
have they have to merge, and then the face they have to separate
Mm.
again.
Mm.
Left lobe and right lobe of the brain. That
Correct,
is,
correct.
yeah,
Mm.
like, I mean, so they have to separate after throat. So throat is also an intersection,
Mm.
because see, speech is like a final decision thing, right? Like, speech is not halfway.
Correct.
You don't say two things at the same time.
Yeah.
You say
Correct.
one thing only. Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
a unitary thing, speech,
Mm.
right? Like, so
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. So this was it. So I was wanting to do this thing with you on the numbers. For example, the number two. So when a person is, for example, going through a dasha of a two, so
Mm.
will these houses activate these specific houses in a sequence? That is something I was just thinking about because
Yeah, I mean,
it is so
yeah,
much in harmony that it should happen like I one in one instance 2468 should activate, in the other instance 13579 should activate.
yeah, yeah. How like a first dasha of a person, Mahadasha, how it goes, and a second Mahadasha goes of a person,
Mm,
and a third Mahadasha goes is different from the fourth Mahadasha. So,
mm,
like, even though they have their own that things, how they go, so their pattern will be more like this in which they actually go.
mm,
So, like, yeah, 2468 is like going in the like one is like a straight line, like 1 to 9, like
mm.
yeah, like and then in two you are separating the even and odd. You're separating that out.
Correct, correct, correct.
Basically, you're separating that out.
Mhm.
369 is like you're just focusing on 369. Forget about rest of the numbers.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't they don't exist. Okay.
And interestingly, Geminis, see, I'm also a Gemini ascendant,
Yeah.
and I've seen that many Geminis have this sort of a very fickle and confined behavior, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
very fast. They're very fast because there are only
Yeah,
three
because I
trees.
mean, 369 will be fast, right? Like, you don't have to take care of so many,
High frequency, yeah.
and you've taken out so many other numbers. You don't have to worry about that. So obviously, there is a
And
focus
stability is also there. Stability is there because it's the
and
only
then
three
speed
trees.
and speed.
Yeah, speed. Huh.
I mean, like one will be slow. Four and five are very slow. Like, if you
Four
see
and
the,
five. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because to get to
So,
anything, they have to go through so much to get to any before they reach nine. Even they're going to that things, right, before they reach nine.
yeah, but it will be very flux. There will be a lot of flux in four and
Lot of
five.
flux. A lot of flux. Like,
Uh,
it's the most flux. Like,
Acha,
there's
moon
like,
is four is your moon, right?
yeah,
So the lunar flux is
yeah, yeah.
mm,
So 4 and 5 is flux. Moon and
mm,
sun. Like, it's
mm,
the it's like
fastest
the,
moving objects.
yeah, moon and sun, most that thing are happening. Struggle to get to
Mm,
stable positions. You know,
correct, correct.
yeah. One day is hard work happening. It's a
Mm.
long staircase.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, it's a long staircase, right? Like,
But at the peak, it is it. So again, the beauty is that at the peak, it is making you fall down also. So
yeah,
when you reach nine, it's
yeah, yeah. It is saying like start the stair again.
Yeah. And 8 is first of all, so it's bringing you down to the bottom,
Yeah. And then it's certain, that's why
and
number
then
eight,
it's making you a millionaire.
that's why number eight people are said like they have the most up and downs in life.
Correct.
People with,
And then once you come to 1, and then it's throwing you to 9.
yeah,
It's opening a fortune or a lottery.
yeah, yeah. So it is like that. So you can see the patterns emerging here. I mean, I think they, in everything you will, um,
Correct.
yeah, in
Yeah.
like two,
Hmm.
and you have to go on a like a even number build up. Then you have to
Hmm.
do an odd number build up. You have
Hmm.
to do two build ups.
Correct.
And you read nine only in the second build up, right? First build up
Yeah.
is only eight.
Yeah.
So you have to do two build ups to reach
Correct. Correct.
stability.
So one
Yeah.
build up and then a downfall, and then in the second
Another build
one,
up. Only the second build
um,
up will take you to
mm,
stability, not the first build
yeah,
up.
yeah. So for example, like if you take the case of entrepreneur, so the first crest would
First startup gone. Second
startup.
startup. Yeah, but first startup has to be. But if they say like, okay, we're going to go to the second one straight away, they can't.
Correct.
If the
They
first
can't.
process doesn't happen, they can't
And
do the
again,
second.
I saw your video on the eight number, and it was
Yeah,
a very, very profound. Matlab, in the sense you spoke about how you gain the maximum amount of learning in the eighth.
yeah,
So you can see that the first iteration, the first crest is ending at 8,
yeah, yeah.
and the learnings are being implemented when the ninth is reached, the next crest.
Next rest. Yes. Yeah. So eight is the that thing. So eight is ending also. Here the ending
Yeah.
happens for two. End,
Ending, right?
restart,
Mm,
restart, and the next time.
mm,
So it is a process for two. And
mm,
yes, seven is going by eight also. So that's to
mm,
nine. Seven starts here, goes down,
mm,
goes
mm,
via eight. Their journey happens via that thing.
mm.
So, and 369 is the fastest, basically. Uh,
Yeah.
you just have to
And yeah, so if you
comes
make a circle, if you make a circle and if you connect these points, you will find amazing, beautiful shapes being created. On number 4, your stars a star is generated. Wait, I'll just show it to you. This is 2 4 6 8 1 3 5 7 9. This is the shape that is being created in this one.
okay. Yeah.
So see, if I just join 9 back to 2, then it will be complete. I did not join that, so you can see that.
Okay.
It's joined here. You can see this.
Three.
This is for the number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the next one, I'll include these shapes, properly prepared shapes.
Okay.
Hmm. So this was the number 2, and this is. I'll show you the 9 also. This is your. This is the number 1 and 8. Basically, this is simple.
Okay.
Oh, this is 4 8 3 7. This is the one, sir.
Okay.
This is being created by that 4 number.
Phone number. Yeah. Yeah.
So 4 8 3 7. So 4 8
3 7.
3 7 2 6, like that. See, sir.
Yes. 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 Yes.
What does this shape signify? Uh,
I mean, this is a Tara Chakra, which is like the Navgraha Tara Chakra. Basically, it's called.
hmm,
Basically, I mean, I would consider this like the moon is when it goes through the 27 nakshatras.
hmm,
Okay, in a way, this is showing that to me. Like in some ways, I'll have to that thing
hmm.
out because nine threes are 27, right? You know,
Yes.
yeah. So there are
Hmm,
some threes here triplets,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
in the lines. We have to see how many lines are there in this. Yeah, yeah, you can find this out. Like we'll find you just find this out for
Ah.
me, and then we
Hmm.
can see
Hmm.
like because
Yeah, I will do that. Hmm.
because this is a lunar and solar that thing.
Hmm.
So if you want to make a yantra like luni solar yantra,
Hmm.
this will be solar yantra, sun and moon yantra.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Which number would be the Jupiter one here in this one? Prakriti.
Yeah, yeah,
Nine.
yeah, yeah. Like I mean, the thing is Jupiter, and that thing is going into this.
Jupiter is going here.
Yeah, yeah, like nine. Yeah,
And Saturn, where it will be?
I mean, Saturn. I think is like a part of like eight. Also, it is part of. Okay,
Correct,
and
correct.
one also it is part of because one plus zero
Um,
becomes Capricorn. One becomes
correct.
Aquarius. So
Yeah,
so so Saturn is at 1/8 level.
Saturn is at 1/8 level. Okay.
Yeah, along with Mars. Mars is there obviously.
Hmm.
So Saturn is forming up because eight is number of Saturn, right? Like so,
Correct, correct.
so it's so and with 1 1 0 1 1 is
Correct.
Saturn's numbers.
Hmm.
So Saturn is most connected here. Yeah, yeah,
So if you see like your P, right, Prashant P.
yeah,
So if you see it, so zero and below one, like
yeah,
if you see zero and below one,
yeah,
right, like this,
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes,
and
yes.
by this thing, if you see one below zero means a
Yeah,
D, the letter D.
yeah,
So
yeah. So I mean, when I think zero above one
hmm.
means more like top down
That's more aligned with nature, no? Because
nature,
the
like top down.
divine, yeah,
Yeah, the mind is top down, right? Like
yeah.
yeah,
So divinity is given the correct position in that character, in
yeah,
that letter.
yeah. And 1 0, if it happens, that means you're putting this world more, this thing more above that thing, which is not the reality, anyways. You know,
One, okay, the other
one
way,
zero
like
with
one,
1 0, if you put zero below one, then you're
no.
putting this more ahead. This,
Yeah, the world is being put
yeah,
ahead
yeah,
of
yeah,
that, right?
yeah. So that's you can see that, like, so yeah,
Correct.
yeah. I think this system is working in that way, like yeah, and that's why nine has all the dharma and stuff, ninth house dharma and all of that.
I am yet to read that. I want to do that because after this, I feel that I need to read why he gave a long lecture on zero number, right? I want to see what he spoke in that.
Yeah,
Again, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. After 9 comes 10, which means
yep,
1 with a 0. So it
yeah,
means that the first, on the completion of the first iteration or the first
yeah,
set,
yeah,
you are gaining some divinity.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then again a 0, like that.
yeah,
So your zero, the divinity keeps increasing like that.
yes, 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 yes. And only zeros can increase values of any of these things. Actually, like
Correct, correct,
they can't have any value much more without the zero. Like, and without the zero, the cycle won't start.
correct.
Zero starts the cycle again after
Yes, yes.
after nine, because after nine, no other thing can start cycle. Like that's why 10. Yeah.
So can you just tell me one thing in terms of gods and goddesses in the Vedic tradition? What would you associate nine with, and where would you place Shiva in this?
No, no, no. I think in Prakriti, all Shiv, Vishnu, Brahma will come in nine.
They will come in nine, right?
Yeah, yeah, because
And
they're
there
three.
has
They're three. The Paramatma will come at zero.
who what is Paramatma? Because like
Yeah,
in the at least in the Islamic
yeah.
context, I feel that acknowledging a ultimate source of energy is something which is not very clear to me in the Vedic tradition.
The Paramatma is very clear, like in Vedic. I mean,
Mm.
like Shiv, Vishnu, Brahma have a source. Like, okay, they're
Mm.
Trinity. So there's a
Yeah,
singularity, then there's a
yeah.
Trinity. Okay, so that
Mm.
that thing is clear in that thing. In
What do we call him?
in Paramatma is the right term.
Paramatma.
Param Brahm, Paramatma. You want to call? There are different
And
names.
there
Ishwar
is
even.
no
Ishwar,
uh,
Ishwar,
Ishwar. Has
Bhagwan.
there been any archetype, any avatar of the Param Brahm?
I mean, the thing is like
Hmm.
when Krishna speaks Gita,
Hmm. Hmm.
at that time he ceases to be Vishnu's avatar. He's talking on the behalf of that for
But
that
that
time.
is nine. But that is nine because Vishnu
Yeah,
Avatar
yeah, 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 that is
Brahma.
nine. But at that time, nine is speaking zero. It turns into zero for that time. He becomes back to Krishna,
Hmm.
which is nine. But
Hmm.
for the time he says Gita, he's talking from zero. Like
Okay.
that zero is working through the
Hmm.
nine. And
Correct.
we can see that zero works through nine different times. So when he's speaking that, he's not speaking as Krishna anymore.
Hmm.
He's not speaking as Krishna anymore. He's speaking as zero at that time,
Correct.
for the time. And then he comes back into his character after that. And, you know, so yeah. So when Arjun,
Well,
one time
uh,
he asked later after Mahabharat, he asked him,
hmm.
like, can you speak the Gita again to me?
Hmm.
He says, like, no, I was in that mode at the time. I could do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, I can't do that right now again.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is zero working through nine. And I mean, you have put a line between zero and nine, right? Like, so zero can work through nine only, right?
Yeah.
It can't work through anything else. And
Yeah, and
yeah,
even if you go to the initial slide which I shown you about the theory, so each individual, Purush is the soul basically,
yeah.
Prakriti is the mind and the body together.
And
That's
nine is what? Three into three. They have three murtis, Shiv, Vishnu, Brahma,
yeah.
and there are
Hmm.
three devis, and three devtas.
Remove.
Three
Wow.
into three, nine only. It's like that.
Yes, yes. And the Big Bang happened at nine. No, so the Big Bang was the transition from zero. So in the pre-creational state would have been a zero,
Yeah.
and then there is an explosion or
Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it's not an explosion. I think it is just the creation. That's about how the science put it, but I don't think it's like that.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
zero just brings out
Yeah.
a creation from it,
Hmm.
whatever way it does. We don't think it's a bang or whatever it is. Like it's not
Hmm.
exactly.
In mathematics, how would you say it?
Yeah.
Zero to power zero is one. No.
I think with zero that all kinds of things vanish. I mean, normal logical patterns
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
yeah, that's the problem. Like that's where they cannot get into.
Correct,
Like,
correct.
how does something come from nothing? Like
Yeah.
so nothing has all kinds of some possibilities of all kinds of somethings.
Hmm.
Nothing is not really nothing. It is all kinds of somethings. So so that is that thing for them. Like like it is a so zero is more undefinable here in that way. Like
Hmm.
in normal
Hmm.
logic, like I would say in
Hmm.
mathematical ways. So it's not
Hmm.
exactly yeah. But this thing works well the chart as a whole
Hmm. Hmm.
as far as Ida Pingla is concerned, and that thing is concerned.
Hmm.
Yeah, like God, they make like before Islam, the God which was there was the moon.
Hmm.
So moon was called Allal, Allal before in
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
local language, Allal. Okay,
Hmm.
so they started worshipping moon more. They called it Allah afterwards.
Hmm. Hmm.
But that's like moon only because the thing is that in desert
Hmm.
people don't like the sun, right?
They don't like, and they prefer the moon
But
definitely.
prefer the moon. So they're waiting for the night to happen. They're going
Hmm.
for the moon. Like let's moon. Now wherever were colder countries like Europe, Georgia,
Hmm.
all the like,
Hmm.
north
They
countries,
would prefer the sun.
they are waiting for the
Yeah.
sun. So their
Correct.
religion is all sun worship. Like the
Hmm.
cross, Jesus is all solar symbols. Okay,
Hmm.
so they went for sun worship, and these people went for moon worship because of their geographical
Hmm.
condition. I mean, nothing had to do with zero, any of these things.
Hmm.
It was their just local preference between sun, solar, and lunar.
Hmm.
And they have the moon on their that thing right now, the flag.
Hmm. Yes.
And all Europe has cross.
Correct. Cross. Huh.
Cross is the swastika sun, solar symbol.
Four coordinates.
Yeah, like
You had
four seasons.
mentioned the four quarter. Four seasons.
Sun is going through four seasons. Sun makes it's all solar.
But this the cross also represents the intersection of the nadis, right?
But that will not be that kind of cross. That's not a vertical cross. That's this kind of
That
cross.
would be that would be this kind of a cross, right? Huh?
Yeah,
Well, right.
which on which the P row symbol, where the P they put, and the
Mm,
rotation P row symbol, which they call it. Yeah. So I mean, the cross which they have on their flags, that's solar.
mm,
I mean, so they're just creating a solar lunar, you know,
mm,
battle,
mm.
and schizophrenia.
Correct. Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So I mean, and I think these things were there pre-Christianity and pre-Islam,
mm,
and these people have just that thing on it, you know,
mm,
just okay, politicized it and
mm,
that kind of thing. But you know, so I don't think there is any mention of zero, because that's why they don't have any that things, because they can't even reach nine.
You can see very interestingly here they mentioned five as zero.
Yeah,
Look, the shape zero in the Arabic.
yeah. Sun is been that thing delegated to zero. they
Mm.
or maybe, or they don't want it. Yeah. In the,
Very interesting.
in the desert, it's been too much.
Too
You
much,
know.
right?
Yeah. I mean, it is there to kill them basically.
Yeah.
Just protect yourself from it somehow. It's like, yeah.
But then why did they start their weekday from Sunday? That's another thing to be seen.
Who? I think that was the past system or everywhere until somebody changed it.
But they did not change it. They always followed
Because
it.
I don't think they understood the moon thing anyways,
Okay.
that Monday would mean that or Sunday would mean that or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe their names even were not that like that.
The names could be different. Yeah.
Names could be different, because like the West names are very clear: Sunday, sun, moon, day, moon. Like, and it's very
Mhm.
clear. Like it's in your face.
Planet ka naam, right?
It's in your face. Like Frida's day, Friday. Like like it is all very,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, Thor and that thing and stuff. So this is uh, okay. And next time, okay,
Yeah.
to go now. But
Sure, sir.
okay, you're doing good work.
Hmm.
Carry on with this.
Fine. Thank you so much. Bye, sir.
You